Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to take a closer look at what I am calling Pouchy. This was in a delivery I got from eBay a little while ago, and I'll put a link to the video up there and also in the description. And there was a mini disc player and some speakers in that, but and there was this case as well. And I quickly unwrapped the box and looked at the case and didn't really give it much attention. But looking at it after that, making that video, it's all a bit confusing. So I thought we'd have a look at it today and try and figure out what is going on with this case. So it's quite a big box. I'll show you a mini disc. The box is quite big compared to a mini disc and a typical mini disc player. It's quite big, but then you open the box up. There's a couple of bits of cardboard in it. And quite a small pouch, quite a small case. And what I noticed was the mini disc player that came in the same package barely fits in the pouch itself. It's quite a tight fit, the clip is in the way, and it got me to wondering, what is this case designed for? So, you know, I could barely get that in there. So let's have a look at the box. It says, get moving, mini disc carry case, stores extra mini discs. For some reason, it's got a NetMD logo at the top, but the case is nothing to do with NetMD. And if you look closely there, you can see, I don't know what model this is. I don't own this model. They're quite expensive, but I think they're about the same size as one of these. And it shows it being put in there, and the case, the pouch as I call it, has a quite a good belt clip on it, like that. So looking at the side, it's got the Walkman logo, mini disc carry case. So it's not saying mini disc player carry case. It says take your music with you, and this is typical of Sony. They always seem to obfuscate their products, so you don't know exactly what you're getting sometimes. Protects your mini disc. Is that a mini disc? Or is that a player? Stores extra mini discs. Clips to your belt for ease. Much the same on the back. And this mini disc carry case enables you to listen to your favourite music on the move without bulking up your clothes. It is simple to attach and quick to remove. There is also storage space for extra mini disc, so you can keep on moving and grooving. Compatible with most Sony mini disc portable mini disc players. Please check before purchase. Well, let me get a few players. Okay, so this one is not going to fit, obviously, it's too big. So this and this are recorders. Recorders are thicker than players. That's a player. That's one of the smallest ones I own. Let's start with that one. Just happens to be a Panasonic one. So that does fit. Can we get a spare mini disc in there? We certainly can't get a mini disc in its protective case in there. I'm having terrible trouble getting this in there. I don't think that's going to fit. You can't put it in that way. Oh, can you? Jeez. Yes, just fits. I guess it will give. I don't think it's been used, but it's not even a square. You know, there's a cutout there. Now, I think these are slightly slimmer this way. They're not square. Let's have a look. So 2 mini discs, the same. Yeah, so you can see there, just about. They're not. They're a little bit. I'm going to illustrate this. So they're both pushed up against the case there, and you can see there the bottom one is sticking out. So they're slightly wider this way than they are this way. So let's pop that in sideways. I think that might be the answer to it. It's like, yeah, that goes in there. Oh, sorry about that. So yeah, you can fit just about a spare mini disc in there, and that's all you need really. But this is based on this very small player. Now the one on the box is actually a recorder. I'm pretty sure that's a recorder. So let's try a recorder and put that in there. Let's try this one, the next size up. Yep, that fits fine. And there's even space to put your headphones in there. Now that's a Panasonic, so let's try, I think this is the, oh there's one that takes the gum stick batteries, so it doesn't have the big bump on the back. Does that fit in there? Yep, does fit. The problem is it doesn't close with the spare mini disc in it. I would not want to be putting that pressure on my player or my disc. So does it close without the mini disc in it? Yeah. So that's absolutely fine. So that doesn't fit. Now that's not a big mini disc player. You know, it's a recorder. Okay, so let's look at the difference between those. That's just about as small as you can get them. Let's compare that with an actual mini disc. I think I've got one that might be a few mil smaller than that. So that one does fit. This one doesn't really fit. Let's go up to the next size up, which is, instead of having a gum stick battery, it's got a AA battery in it. Let's see if that fits. It's actually slightly narrower that way. Yep, so that fits on its own quite nicely. Will it fit with a spare mini disc in there? No. The actual mini disc, there's not enough of a hinge there to go around. So yeah, I think a lot of people would have been disappointed with that, because the smaller the mini disc player got, the more expensive it was, although the players were, I think, cheaper than the recorders. So in Japan, where mini discs were very, very popular, you would have a mini disc deck, a big deck that you'd have there hooked up to your hi-fi, and that's what you'd record your mini discs on. And then the player, the portable player you'd have, would be something like this, very small, very lightweight, and that's what you take out. But in England and parts of Europe where it was more popular, people tended to have, or many people tended to have, a mini disc recorder. So you could use the optical in or the line in on here, or the NetMD one. So that's where you connect up your mini disc player via a mini USB to your computer and transfer your songs to your discs that way. And that is clearly what this was designed to be working with. So therefore, I would suggest this is designed to work with a NetMD portable player, but it doesn't fit because they have to be thicker, so they've got the read and the write heads in them. And I know there's no need to leave a comment. I know that you don't have a write head so much. You have a laser to do the reading and writing. A laser to do the reading, and use the same laser to heat up the disc to the Curie point, and then it's written magnetically. So not only do you have the laser at the bottom, as you can see, but you have on the other side of the disc, which you can't see, but on the lid side is a magnetic arm which writes the data to the disc. So anyway, I would have thought that this in Europe and the UK would have been designed to work with recorders, but they don't fit. So anyway, I like it anyway. I'm calling this Pouchy, and I'm going to start travelling very light. It's winter now, so I'm going to be wearing a coat shortly with extra pockets. But in the summer, I'm going to go old school and have, if I want to go out with a mini disc player, I'm going to attach that to my belt, put one of my just small players in there, and stick a spare disc in there. So we've got two discs and a gum stick battery, and would be good for hours and hours out and about listening to tracks. Anyway, I thought you might find that interesting. I've had a look at it now as well, which I hadn't done before. So that is the Get Moving Sony mini disc carry case. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.